All right, so welcome back. In an age of quite uncertainty, people are preparing for the worst. I mean, obviously, we're all hoping for the best, but anything from economic instability to this crazy potential. I can't believe we're talking about the potential for nuclear war. As crazy as that sounds.
Yeah, someone who knows a thing or two about preparedness. We want to welcome in the founder and CEO of MIRA Safety and Ready to Go Survival, Roman Zrzhevshiy. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Good morning. Thank you for having me on.
So, Roman, you highlighted 6 major steps that people I'm a bit of a survivalist myself. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best. Talk about some of your 6 major steps that a lot of people aren't considering when it comes to worst case scenario.
Sure. So, one tip I always give people who are looking to prepare themselves and their families is to have at least 1 month's worth of food and water. Because there may be supply chain shortages in case an emergency breaks out, and many people don't consider that. During COVID, we've seen major supply chain shortages. Thankfully, it didn't stem into shortages on food. The supermarkets still had food on the shelves most of the time, so we were good there. But definitely one important thing to consider. Another important consideration: printing out all of your current banking and financial records and having enough cash just in case credit cards and ATMs succumb to cyber attacks. Cyber attacks have been a real threat. It's been a threat that's been discussed by the US DoD and other experts. I mean, Russia's known to have initiated cyber attacks in the past, and more than likely, if we were to interfere with their actions in Ukraine, they may launch another cyber attack against us. So very important to consider.
I want to put that graphic back up that we just had with some of those steps that you had highlighted. Some of the things on there, food and water. One of the things people don't think about is you can't just put water in a barrel and then leave it somewhere for 10 months and hope for the best. You need to sustain that. You need to put some sort of drops in there to keep it potable, which means drinkable. Also, fill a 5-gallon gas tank container. Lots of people do that, but how many people at home are sitting there with a 5-gallon gas tank in their shed for 2 years and they go to use the gas can and it's bad? Talk about some of the things that people need to be in constant maintenance of.
Oh, yes, absolutely. So things expire, gas expires. You definitely want to cycle it in and out. You want to cycle your emergency food in and out. You want to have a supply of bleach. Bleach will help you keep the water potable for longer periods of time. And then you can use a filter, like a Berkey water filter or Catadine, one of those outdoor water filters, to get the chlorine out and make it drinkable. So definitely need to consider cycling these products in and out and making sure that they're safe to use when an emergency happens.
Roman, I saw on the screen you have mentioned a family evacuation kit. What is that? What would go into that?
Sure. So many people in the survival space call it a bug out bag. I like to think of it as an evacuation kit. And I think an even more applicable term for this would be a refugee kit. So just in case you become a refugee and you need to evacuate your home, this is basically a grab and go bag with all of your essentials, with a flashlight, with a way to emergency shelter, food, water, everything you need for at least a 72-hour scenario where you're evacuating a place of danger to a place of safety.
Yeah. Well, one of the big things is we're talking about nuclear war right now, or nuclear potentially attacks on plants and things like that. We've seen all the shows and all the movies. Talk about what people can do to have worst case scenario prepared: iodine pills, red wine, things like that. Look, it's a super remote chance. However, it's okay to be ready. And what can people do to prep for that?
Sure. So the essentials are potassium iodide tablets to block radioactive iodine from attaching to your thyroid gland and then causing a metastasis, a cancer. That's been used after Chernobyl. When a nuclear fission reaction happens, one of the byproducts is radioactive iodine, which is quite dangerous. It's not easy for your body to expel it. It does bind to your thyroid. So as long as your thyroid receptor sites are fully saturated with iodine, it's not going to have a chance to attach itself to your thyroid, and then your body will be able to expel it. So worst case scenario, definitely need that.
Yeah,
along with a respirator, we highly recommend having a respirator at home because if there is fallout, even if you're far away from the scenario downwind. And
Roman, unfortunately, we have to leave it there. These are great tips.
Sure.
I can't believe we're even talking about this, but we appreciate your insight. Thank you so much.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, where real news for real people.